Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
The WWE is dealing with some major cataclysmic problems coming out of Saturday night's main event, and we're going to address that, and we're going to bring that up here, right here on this very show, because without you, there is no show on view, and we are just a few hours away from AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view, one of their bigger, if not the biggest pay-per-view for all elite wrestling. Will you be watching it? Will you be ordering it? Will you be seeing it? Or will you wait for the results? Will you wait for the highlights? Your thoughts, your comments on the card. And do you think this is a stellar card? Is it a strong card? Or were you expecting better from AEW Double or Nothing tonight? Speaking about AEW Double or Nothing, we have a major update a little bit later on in this video as concerns a huge return from an AEW superstar that used to be in the WWE, that's currently in AEW, that could very well make a return to WWE by SummerSlam, if everything goes according to plan. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, some hot breaking news coming out of Saturday night's main event, and it seems like that the dark cloud that is hanging over the vision is still there, because according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters at this hour and at this time, it would appear as if Sol Ruca has suffered an unfortunate injury. The demise of the Vision, as it would appear as if one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions, Logan Paul, also suffered an injury last night following Saturday night's main event in the main event of Saturday night's main event on Peacock, which is what the world saw last night. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that certainly is not all, because that is definitely to the detriment of a Sol Ruca, to the detriment of a Logan Paul. And, you know, you look at the injuries of the Vision. First, it was Braun Breaker. Then, Bronson Reed. And now it would appear as if Logan Paul is now injured along with the Vision. The only one that is yet to get injured is Austin Theory and Paul Heyman. And as we all know, Paul Heyman is the manager to that tandem, to that team. Now, YouTube was also down for a few hours, viewers. YouTube was out a little bit earlier before. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was up. But hopefully, everything is good on YouTube right here and right now. And following the wardrobe malfunction of Charlotte Flair last night, is there going to be any animosity? Is there going to be any backstage heat on Charlotte Flair suffering her wardrobe malfunction? Well, viewers, fans, and subscribers, according to those in the know, it would appear as if it was just one of those accidents. And as well, it was as shocking because it was on the USA Network. Millions of people watched it, had to see it. And I'm sure there weren't a whole hell of a lot of complaints. But it seems like the WWE women's wrestlers have had a lot of wardrobe malfunctions. A lot of mishaps as of late. But don't think for 1 second that TKO with the WWE are going to cover up the women, are going to cover up the ladies, cover up the girls, so to speak, kind of like Saudi Arabia does, where they look like a full-blown Power Ranger. You know, they're not going to be in a full bodysuit, okay, even though it seems as if these wardrobe malfunctions seems like it's a constant thing in world wrestling entertainment. But ladies and gentlemen, that certainly is not all, because we got more breaking news coming in. According to those in the know, and again, this could change. This doesn't mean it's going to happen. This doesn't mean it's 100% confirmed. But ladies and gentlemen, we have been hearing about it. We have been hearing and reading about it. We have been seeing the highlights. We have been seeing the innuendos online. Are we going to witness? Are we going to see Jon Moxley announce his WWE return tonight at AEW Double or Nothing? Will this speculation, the gossip be true? Will it happen? Will it go down? And I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, well, the contract, it's signed. Again, you know the stance on that. Could Jon Moxley be making the biggest announcement of a lifetime? We all know about contracts and layovers and buyouts, okay? You want to talk about the buy-in. You want to talk about All In. You want to talk about AEW. You want to talk about what would be one of the most monumental signings in WWE history, one of the biggest return signings in WWE history. Jon Moxley coming back as Dean Ambrose would definitely blow the roof off, and it would change the intangibles. It would definitely make you unglued, viewers, fans, and subscribers. But that certainly is not all. Would you want to see the return? And would we finally get that Shield triple threat match at WrestleMania? Could it finally go down? Could the dream match of a lifetime finally happen at WrestleMania? Could it come in just in time for Saudi Arabia? Or would it be the year after the Saudi Arabia WrestleMania? And you got to wonder, viewers, if you look at the Shield, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, they came in together. United you stand, divided that you will fall. And there's no doubt that Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose have been together. They have been united. They have returned. We have seen Shield reunions before. Are we going to see it again if the announcement is made by Jon Moxley? If the announcement of a lifetime, it would definitely change the trajectory. It would change the momentum of AEW. And what about the rumor and the gossip? And there's always that thought. There's always that feeling. Could AEW and the WWE somehow, some way make a pact where they form a partnership, where they come together, ladies and gentlemen? Also, in addition to that, we are now receiving word that Tony Khan won't commit to AEW All In returning to Wembley Stadium in 2027. He won't commit to that. Thekla reveals that she speaks 5 languages, including Japanese, and we all know that she is the AEW Women's World Champion. Renee Paquette says Mick Foley will be so valuable to AEW talent after Double or Nothing debut. Also, Renee Paquette addresses possibly joining Jon Moxley's Death Riders in AEW. Nikki Blackheart's WWE NXT status after wrestling dark match has been exposed and leaked online. Also, WWE holding Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia isn't worth the risk, according to those in the know. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, at this hour and at this time, we are now receiving word that it is being called out. Toxic AEW versus WWE tribalism among wrestling fans is being called out right now. Tired of wrestling fans turning AEW versus WWE into a war. And it made it clear that that mindset is absolutely ridiculous. Also, Sergeant Slaughter, former WWE champion, former WrestleMania main eventer, WWE legend, WWE Hall of Famer. Movie casting call looking for a sadistic military figure. Xavier Woods warns Kenny Omega that it's on site amid AEW rumors. On site. Could we see the New Day on AEW tonight? Possibly, and a possible spoiler revealed for WWE Clash in Italy title match. Now, we don't really like to give spoilers here. We do give rumors, news, and gossip. Gunther says Brock Lesnar can challenge him after Cody Rhodes match at Clash in Italy. Gunther is not overlooking Cody Rhodes for a second. Because if you know, every time Cody Rhodes and Gunther have been in the ring as concerns competing, all right, when there was something on the line like the Royal Rumble, it was Cody Rhodes that has always eliminated Gunther out of that ring. The final betting odds have been released for the AEW Double or Nothing 2026. The AEW Double or Nothing 2026 preview, confirmed matches, start time, and how to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, fans are absolutely furious over Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka's controversial finish at Saturday night's main event. But is there even more backlash on Sol Ruka after she once again botched and screwed up the Sol finisher once again? Is Sol Ruka's Soul Snatch going to be banned from the WWE following potential injury to her? The referee got in the way. Obviously not good at all, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty more to come from the Brash when we keep you in the know. We're on the clock. We don't stop for each and every one of you.